Now, speaking of the states, there's been another debate between the Democrat presidential nomination hopefuls. It's down to Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders now, as you know, and with the COVID-19 pandemic up and running in the US now, there was no audience at this debate. With both candidates in their late 70s, their efforts to avoid crowds are going to be pretty extreme. Their campaign teams are already working from home, and this is going to drastically change their programs in this election year. There certainly was no handshake today as they got the debate underway. And, of course, the coronavirus is now the biggest political issue and preeminent campaign challenge.
It goes without saying that as a nation, we have to respond as forcefully as we can to the current crisis. But it is not good enough not to be understanding how we got here and where we want to go into the future.
Well, if that sounded a little bit bewildering to you, perhaps you could imagine how Joe Biden felt.
And we can do that. We did that. We've been through this before with the coronavirus. We've been through this before. We've been through this before with dealing with the viruses that the N1H15, as well as what happened in Africa.
That African thing, we assume, was the Ebola outbreak, you know, one pandemic and against another. One thing the former vice president was certain about was his running mate. Well, at least her gender.
If I'm elected president, my cabinet, my administration will look like the country. And I commit that I will, in fact, I'll pick a woman to be vice president. There are a number of women who are qualified to be president tomorrow. I would pick a woman to be my vice president.
And Bernie Sanders, predictably, is going down the same path.
For me, it's not just nominating a woman. It is making sure that we have a progressive women, and there are progressive women out there.
I don't know about you, but I find the way they talk about this pretty irksome. I mean, sure, we'd all expect them to choose female running mates. It's kind of politically predictable. But talking about how their choice will be a woman, or even in Sanders' case, ordering up a progressive woman, it sounds like cookie-cutter stuff driven by identity politics, and it's demeaning to whoever they eventually announce. If you can't name a person, trumpet their experience, their skills, their talents and what they're going to bring to the task, then just wait until you can. Don't reduce people to their identity, politically convenient though it might be. Treat the candidates and the voters perhaps with a little bit more respect than that.